Welcome back to this course, and we've talked about domain name services and we've explained what domain names are. But domain names cannot work without hosting, so we are going to talk about hosting as well. Why domain name is the address to where your website is located. Hosting is where your website is hosted, like it hosts the files to your website. Like this website we're working on our local host now is an entire file, and we can host it by using hosting services, and there are a lot of hosting service provider that we're going to check on, but we are not going to check on a lot of them. We are going to check on the most popular one that everyone knows, which is Bluehost. Everyone goes to Bluehost, and we are going to use Bluehost to explain hosting services, because hosting services has different like offers, and you have to know the type you will use for your WordPress website. So let's go to Bluehost and check what Bluehost has for us. And Bluehost is one of the most popular hosting service provider for WordPress, and a lot of people knows this. A lot of WordPress designers knows this, that Bluehost is one of the best or one of the most popular. So you can check all these websites. You can check HostKing, you can check HostGator. If you're in Nigeria, you can check QServer. We have QServer, which is very popular in Nigeria, since most of my audience will come from Nigeria. So we have QServer for Nigerians, so you can check QServer as well. Just check all these websites for hosting services. Hosting means where you can host your website. Like I said, you can easily host the file of your website. That's where your website is located. It's just like you comparing a domain name to the address of your house and hosting to where your house is located, the land that hosted your house. That's what hosting is. It's more like the land you host your house in. And this is QServer for Nigerians. So all you have to do is just come to hosting, and you see different hosting packages. You see website hosting, WordPress hosting, Cloud VPS servers. You don't need all those. Just go to website hosting on QServer, and here on HostGator you see different hosting services as well. As you can see, we have shared hosting, website builder, WordPress hosting. Just go to shared hosting. All you need is shared hosting for your website. As a web designer, you don't need to elaborate on the hosting services. If you want to learn more about hosting, you have to research yourself, but for this course for web designer, just use shared hosting on any platform you'll be hosting your website. You have to look at some things before you take a hosting service provider. You have to check the reliability of the website, the security of the website. You have to check a lot of things, the downtime of the website. If you're a Nigerian, go to QServer. If you are watching from every other part of the world, use HostGator. There is HostKing as well, which is a very fantastic website for hosting as well, and Bluehost is the most popular, like I said. So let's use Bluehost to explain some of these concepts. So I'm going to choose shared hosting right here so we can see what it's all about. So going to QServer, as you can see, we have a lot of packages. All these things does not concern you. All you need to check is the features that comes with each of this package. Then we have here 6 gig of storage. You have to know what you need as a website designer. If your website is just a small website, you can go for this 6 gig of storage, and you can go for the highest gig of storage depending on how many websites you can host on this hosting platform. For instance, you have to check that you see the amount of websites you can host right here. So as you can see, we have bandwidth, we have free.com, they will give you a free domain name. We have unlimited emails. This subdomain is the number of websites you can host on this platform. You can host 5 domains on this platform. Definitely you can host maybe like different websites, 5 different websites on this platform if you go for this package. And if you come for this, you can host 10 websites, you can host 15. So it doesn't matter if you go for 30 gig or 20 gig, as long as you can host as many websites as you can, then you can easily go for any of these packages. When you come to HostGator, there's different plans as well. As you can see, it says single website. This one hosts only one website, so this one might not be good for you because you'll be able to host only one website, which might not take a lot of space and all that. But you can come to this, and this baby plan says it hosts up to 5 websites. So those are the things you just check. You check the disk space, check the number of websites you can host, and bandwidth matters at times. As you can see, all these are unmetered bandwidth, which is very okay. It says it supports WordPress installs. So all those things are the things you check, and you just have to know which one you're going for depending on your budget. And I would advise you to just use Bluehost. Bluehost is the best for hosting services. So that's all about hosting service and hosting service provider. I hope to see you in the next video. See you there.